Hello everybody, welcome to Adventures with Medfords. My name's Joe, and today's video is a really special one for me because we're talking about my favorite knife from Medford Knife Tool. That is the USMC Fighter Flipper. This is far and beyond my favorite Medford model. If I were to put it in a few words, it's just that it screams badass. It's such a cool knife, it's such a capable knife, and it's one of very few contenders to be my all-time favorite knife. It's the folding companion to its bigger brother, which is the fixed USMC Fighter, also from Medford. You can tell here it's got some of the same design stylings, and the handles are roughly the same size. You can also see, though, that the fixed version takes inspiration from the military fighting and utility knife from the latter half of the 20th century, made popular by K-Bar. Basically taking this knife, updating its internal structure, the materials, the manufacturing processes, and then taking this knife, lopping out 2 inches from the middle of the blade, and you get the USMC Fighter Flipper. The knife itself comes in at 9 inches overall, with give or take 4 inches of blade, give or take 5 inches for the handle. It's a big knife. You're looking at 10 ounces or just shy of 10 ounces. If you're looking for something that's EDC friendly or like an office carry or something that's not going to scare the pants off of non-knife folks, this isn't your knife. It's a beast. I mean, I've got like, medium to large size hands, and it more than fills it. I mean, it's a big knife. You're looking at 3/16 inch blade stock, same with the handle slabs. CPM S35 VN for the blade. You'll find that is the case on most of the fighter flippers. In fact, most Medfords nowadays. Pretty much everything else, though, the handle slabs, the hardware, the pommel, the clip, it's all 6.4 titanium. The back strap, the back spacer here, though, is anodized aluminum. In almost all cases for the Fighter Flipper, the back spacer will be black. No matter how you configure it on the website, no matter what configuration you do, it will almost always be black. Very rarely, it will be like a blood red. But that's only on certain configurations that don't really pop up every now and then, or don't really pop up often. Speaking of configurations and stuff, I've had about a dozen of these over the years, and I've had them in plain titanium. I've had them in, obviously, like this tuxedo format. I've had a few of this format, actually. But different flaming on the handle, different blade coatings or blade finishes. You can do different anodizations, there's a bunch of different combinations that you can do. I'm kind of partial to the black and silver motif. I currently only have 2, which I have this one, which I've lovingly called Old Shoddy Shot, or for short, just Shoddy. There's a story behind this one. If you see my video, Don't Bring a Gun to a Knife Fight, you can learn all about the shenanigans, or a better word would be all the hell that this has been through. But you can watch that after this one. I do have another Fighter Flipper, though. This one was a custom order. This is not something that you can get on the configurator, but this was a custom order that I did through working with Amy, and we kind of brought this one to life. It's kind of a two-tone black and silver. I put the date on here of 9/10/21 because that is the date that I visited the Medford factory. Probably one of the better days in recent memory for me. That was a great time. I'll show you some more size comparisons here. Like I said, I like black and silver. That's not going to change with these next couple knives. Got the Benchmade Bug Out and the Spyderco PM2. A couple other of my favorite knives in a different price category, but some of my favorites nonetheless. Speaking of favorite, though, the reason I mentioned, it's one of very few contenders to be my all-time favorite knife Not gonna lie, that title has long been held by the Strider SMF. This is this particular one is a 511 version. I have this on loan actually from Knife Life. Be sure to check out his YouTube channel and Instagram. Give him a sub and a follow. I really like the ergos of the SMF. That's kind of what draws me to it. It just fits my hand really well. Puts the blade, edge and tip, just kind of where I like it from where I'm holding it. Another knife though that has kind of come onto my knife scene very quickly in terms of how much I like it is the Koenig Arius. A lot of knife folks know what this is, and same with the SMF. Very popular high-end American-made knives. I really like the action on this one. It's very smooth. It's very fluid. It's kind of hard to compare the Arius to the Fighter Flipper because you're talking about two very different things. I like to describe the Fighter Flipper as like an F250 turbo diesel, whereas the Arius is like a Koenigsegg. And yes, I did use that supercar comparison specifically because it does have the word Koenig in it. Anyway, amazing action, amazing ergos, but neither of them give me like the visceral response to the Fighter Flipper. Like, it's just like, like I said earlier, it just screams badass. It's like, boom, it's like, that's a knife. Kind of like, very much like, Crocodile Dundee, that's a knife. It's just like, you hold it and it's like, holy shit, this is a beast. This, it's got a feeling of power to it. It really does. I've never found any other knife that does that has that, kind of that notion to it. The aesthetics on it, I think it's a very handsome knife, especially just the overall silhouette. I know my background doesn't really do the silhouette justice, but it's got just a very nice profile. It feels really good in hand. Is it contoured, like the Arius? No. Does it have the ergos of the SMF? No. But it has just this feel to it that it's like, it gives me confidence that whatever task I'm putting to it, it's going to handle perfectly. So I love the USMC Fighter Flipper. It is one of my favorite knives. It is definitely my favorite Medford. I don't know what else to say about it. It's incredible. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned something. And I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.